Next up, we have Ruth Steggles. Ruth, I'm so sorry you're following that. Ruth has got myriad pictures of minges. It's going to be immense. We're all about equality. It's going to be fantastic. No, you don't. You don't. Doesn't, really. Ruth, sorry. I'm genuinely blown away. So, spectating to play in. So, what? Looking at cocks and no playing with? No. So, spectating to play in. This stems from a conversation. This stems from a conversation I had with Ruth. Unfortunately, I don't recall this conversation. Okay, I won't tell them the story. But I don't recall the conversation. But there we go. So, next up is Ruth Steggles.
One of the things that's concerned me about this whole evening is that you have to rush it. And I've noticed that none of the other speakers have worried about getting on, and they've all decided to take as much time as they want. So I'm just settling myself in. I might just stand here for a while. Is that okay? We're not pushed for time. Okay. Anyway, no, go on. You're all right. Ignite Cardiff. I love Ignite Cardiff, and it's not just about the free beer and the free venue. I do like a cheap night. And that was all of you at Ignite 13 last time. That's you sitting in the audience thinking, great speaker, poor speaker, having an opinion. Well, that all changed for me at the last Ignite Cardiff to do with the look. Now, you know how parents give children the look, and our teenager daughter gives my husband the look? Well, I experienced the look last time. I came up to Steve and said, yeah, one day, Steve, I'm going to do this. And he gave me the look that said, oh, just shut up and come back when you're going to do it. And I thought, I've given that look. So that got me thinking, and it made me think, okay, so Ruth, you consider yourself a trainer and a speaker, and you're sitting there in the audience saying, yeah, that's nice. Don't you think you should step up to the mark? You know, it's all right being part of the crowd, and I like being part of the crowd. It's fun. You can have an opinion. You can say, oh, they're good, they're bad. But you're not really making history, are you? You're not really changing anything. You're not really doing anything. So I just kind of thought, we've all got passions that we really want to do, whether it's being in art or you want to care for somebody, or there's just something in there, in you, that you've got to do. And for me, when I really get into that space, I know that it's actually standing on a stage and being this kind of person. So I kind of thought, I want to be part of Ignite. I want to make a difference and do what I know I need to do. So that look changed me. And then I got thinking, why don't we do it? Why was I worried about doing it? Well, first of all, I don't think I'm funny, and there are some really funny speakers, as we've just seen. Thank you very much. So I don't think I'm funny, and we're often scared of people laughing at us and what other people think. So there's this whole why don't we do stuff. And basically, I didn't want to make an ass of myself. I don't really do public humiliation if I can help it. And I didn't really know what to say about these guys, but they were kind of cute, and it kind of made a point. But anyway, the other thing that can happen is that you can be scared of getting it wrong. Can I get this wrong? Am I going to do it wrong? Are people going to have opinions about me? But I kind of realised that there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback, and that's something I feel really, really strongly about. If you take nothing else away from this talk today, you've got to Google this guy who is absolutely awesome, and if you've got a whole load of buts that are stopping you doing what you need to do, you need to read this guy who's just awesome, and Google his party video, because when you're having a bad day, you'll be doing it. So most of us spend our life within our comfort zone, this small space that's nice, our mates are there, it's all cool. But actually, where the magic is when we get outside our comfort zone, and that's where it's all happening. So if you want to stay on your sofa and you want to stay there, that's fine. When you're doing what you really need to do, I'm not going to tell you it's easy, it's going to be scary. There are times it's going to feel like jumping out of an aeroplane, something I'm never, ever going to do. But when you're really scared, what it probably means is you're absolutely on the right lines. Now, this guy, he's not really facing up to his fears. He's a bit scared. What he doesn't realise is all he needs to be is a tortoise. And actually, if we step into who we're supposed to be, it's all right. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter what you guys think. What really matters is what I think when I look in the mirror and I look there and say, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Because at the end of the day, that's all we have to answer to. We have to answer to ourselves. It helps if you know your purpose. When I looked at this slide, I learned quite a lot. I didn't know there were so many differences between dolphins and porpoises. But if you know where you're going and you know what you're doing, stepping into the stuff you have to do when it's scary is much easier. I believe as human beings, we are not supposed to do anything on our own. We are fundamentally social beasts. I'm hugely grateful for my friends and my awesome husband because they support me and they help me get where I want to go. So I kind of decided I've boldly gone and I've taken the plunge. And actually, do you know what? It's not actually as scary when you're here. In fact, your trouble might be to get me off because I kind of want to stay here. But I'd encourage you to do that. I think probably when we die, we regret the things we haven't done rather than the things that we have done. And certainly when I pop my clogs, I don't want to be remembering the great naps. So when I go home tonight, I'm enjoying this now. When I go home tonight, I'm going to look in the mirror and I can say, I'm awesome and I've done what I wanted to do. I think I might be back, guys. And I'm going to be encouraging other people too. So whatever you have to do, get out and do it.